Hi everyone, this is Ellie from elliesdailydoseblog.com and I'm back with another video. Finally, I know. I've been wanting to post for a while, but because of my work schedule, it's been very challenging. So this is a continuation of a series that I started about a month ago called A War of Two Kingdoms. And this is going to be part 3. Now in the first video, I talked about the generalities of what the good and evil inclination are. The second video, I talked about how to temper your evil inclination. And in this third video, I'm going to give you about suggestions on how to keep the good one on top. Now, as you know, every person has a soul. Every person, every object, yes, even an inanimate object has some form of a soul. The soul is basically the life force that keeps you going inside. And that is given to you by God, the creator of the universe. And if that soul is ever to be taken away from you, God forbid, when your time is up in this world, you die. So now we're going to talk about the inclinations for a second. There are two varieties, good and evil, or good and bad, depending how you want to state it. So now we're going to talk about the bad inclination for a minute. The bad inclination is what's called the animalistic soul, and it tempts the body to indulge in the pleasures of this world, such as food, material possessions, money, sex, and anger. Yes, if you're a kind of person that gets angry a lot and you have a bad temper, that's not only due to your personality, but that's due to the evil inclination that's causing you to get angry. On the opposite side, on the flip side, is a good inclination. And what is that? That tries to steer the body to do good things, such as being moral. In other words, not cheating on your spouse or significant other, not stealing. That's immorality. Now, the good inclination tries to make you become moral. And also telling the truth, not lying. Doing good deeds, helping other people, being kind to other people. That's all courtesy of the good inclination. Now, how does one tap into the good inclination and keep it on top? Well, I have a couple of suggestions on how to get that going, and I'm still a work in progress on this, so I'm not telling you that I've mastered this. There's a couple of things on this list that I haven't actually mastered yet, and it's going to take me probably a lifetime to master. Now, first things first, very important, is to surround yourself by good people who have an influence on you, a good influence on you, and that you can take an example from, whether it's a spiritual leader, a good friend who you can confide in, someone that you trust, someone who is not only there for you, but will help you grow in a spiritual way, will help you to refine yourself, will call you out when you do something bad, not in a nasty way, but in a nice and firm way and they'll help you to see the error of your wit, things like that. That kind of a person is someone who could be really beneficial to you. Second, and if you can do this, keep a mental check of your actions throughout the day. This can help in the following way, and it can help by seeing your reactions to certain things. Say you did something, or say someone did something to you and you reacted in a negative way. Well, you can keep that in mind. And when we get to the next one, which is the third one, take a daily accounting at night of all of your behaviors and analyze them. So think back to step number 2, if there was anything negative that happened during the day, and see if anything could be changed. See if your reaction could have been different. See if you could have spoken different. See if you could have acted different. See if you could have handled the situation differently. Now, this will take some time to get used to doing. I'm not there yet. I rarely do it, but I'm trying to do it every once in a while. Now, the fourth thing is even harder to do. Before you go to sleep, try to forgive anyone who has angered, vexed you, or hurt you that day. By doing so, it'll not only help you sleep better, but it will help keep your good inclination towards being nice to people on top and subjugate your anger. Because if you forgive somebody, you're not going to get angry, you're not going to be hurt, and you'll only want to do good, you'll only want to help people, and by being angry at somebody else, it prevents you from doing that because you're consumed. Anger is like a fire. It consumes you. So step number 4 and step number 3, and somewhat step number 2, are a little bit more challenging. Step number 1 is probably the easier of the 4. And so that has been, these have been my suggestions on how to deal with the good inclination and how to keep it on top. Feel free to comment me, Facebook me, Instagram me, Twitter me, and I'll be happy to continue this discussion with you. Comments are always welcome too. Peace.